Now, methods for growth is the extension to Ansough's matrix, which has to do with the directions, if you remember, of the company. So the company can go into a new market, they can diversify, and I hope you remember that model. And if you haven't, please click on it. Now, the extension to Ansough's matrix is actually the ways to do this growth, the strategies on how to do it. So you could acquire a company to go to a new market. You can actually merge with a company to diversify or something. You can actually have different types of ways and strategies to do that. So the most common ones are usually 7 that I like to pinpoint. Exporting, licensing, franchising, acquisition, merger, joint venture, or organic. These are the ways to do it. Each and every one of these has pros and cons, positive and negative. And usually the examiner would ask you which one would be more suitable, would be more acceptable, and which one would be more feasible for the company. And you won't have to check all 7, of course, but you may have to check and contrast acquisitions versus, let's say, franchising. So you should know the theories behind it. For example, an acquisition always helps with a fast entry into a market. However, you may pay a lot. You may have a problem with culture eventually. And if you remember culture, the cultural web as well. It's something that's of a model that you need to know for culture. So there's positive and negative, so you have to know. For example, organic growth, another example is doing it alone with no acquisition or no merger, just doing it alone with your own, let's say, resources. That's internal capability. And that takes time. However, there is no culture problem usually, but it's a gradual approach to entering a market. So these are the 7 methodologies, and you need to know the theories, but this is how companies execute their direction in where they want to go. And the best way to assess them would be to do the suitability, acceptability, and feasibility model, which of course is coming up next.